Indeed, 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 it is winning time here on JRod and the Boss Lady. Week 5 of the NFL. How is this possible? It's October and it's week 5 already of the NFL. Fantastic season so far. 13-6-1, and that's all thanks to our buddies at Win With Sports. Hit them up, winwithsports.com. You can hit them on Twitter as well at winwithsports1. My buddy Jerry's got over 25 years in this business. They've got all the information, all the picks, all the stuff you need to make it a Sunday fun day on the NFL. And it's not just NFL. They've got college football. They've got basketball. They've got MLB playoffs for you. Whatever you need, winwithsports.com is your solution. 866-258-7060, 866-258-7060. So now let's get started with some winning. 2-3 last week. We're going to bounce back, hit it strong. We're still doing real great for the season. So let's open up as we go to London. That's all right. We got a London game already. The Bears and the Raiders. They're at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That's fun to say, right? Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. A lot of syllables, a lot of letters there. Everybody's going to be talking about one thing: the return of Khalil Mack against the Raiders. He was famously traded last year. He's had a monster career, albeit a short one, with the Bears. He's already had 4.5 sacks this season, 4 forced fumbles, a clear disruptor. But here's what I think. I heard an analyst tell me this, that he thinks the Raiders would be best suited if they ran plays at Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack is such a disruptor, but if you run plays at him, you might actually have some sacks. Some sacks. Well, again, that's JRod and the Boss Lady on Sundays. You might actually have some success. Josh Jacobs has been a big figure for the running game for the Raiders. He might be an actual big component of this Oakland offense on Sunday. Now, the under on a soft pitch, on a soccer stadium, flying to London for both teams, the Raiders coming from the West Coast, is 40.5. I think I like the under on that. The Bears defense, phenomenal. We don't have to tell you about that. Pretty much the class of their division. And the Raiders, well, you never know what you're going to get with them. So I like the under 40.5, but here is the hook for you. I like the Raiders getting 5.5 in that game. They're not going to win the game. I think it'll be close for 3 quarters, but it wouldn't be surprised me if Gruden has something for the Bears and he has something for Khalil Mack. I think Chicago wins, but it's going to be tight. I don't know. 14-10, 14-9, maybe like a 17-13 game. I like the Bears, but I like the Raiders getting 5.5, and I like the under of 40.5. Second game on our list is the Vikings and the Giants. Now, both teams are 2-2. Has there been a bigger difference in 2-2? For the Vikings, it almost feels like it's a lost season, a disappointment to be 2-2. For the Giants, they're ecstatic. You've got Daniel Jones. He's 2-0. Danny Dimes. Can they continue it? I think so. Listen, the Giants are getting 5 points at home, and the over-under is 43.5. Now, lots of distractions for Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, is he going to play against the Giants? Is he going to get traded? He won't shoot down any rumors saying that he wanted to trade. That's not good. Kirk Cousins, I think he hasn't been what they have expected, right? They've had one pass play of over 20 yards. That's not what they got. That's not the vertical offense that they want from Minnesota. The offensive line for the Vikings has been a bit of a disaster. Cousins has no time to throw the ball. Know what I'm talking about, Miami Dolphins? And the Giants, 10 sacks so far in 4 games. And their run defense only allows 4 yards a carry. Translation, I like the Giants in this game. Giants are getting 5 points at home. I'll take the Giants plus the 5. Third game on the list, the Bills and the Titans. Interesting game. Now, again, unless you are related to one of these people playing the game, unless you have family there, unless you're dating one of them, or you have money on this game, you're probably not going to watch the Bills and the Titans. But Buffalo is 3-1. Tennessee, Jekyll and Hyde, 2-2. Curious over-under in Nashville, 38.5. Now, both defenses, phenomenal. The Bills' defense is legit. Remember, no touchdowns by Tom Brady last week, and Buffalo covered in that game. The Titans, who knows what you're going to get? Mariota looked like Tom Brady against the Falcons last week. 3 touchdowns, but the Titans also's defense have been pretty good. They sacked Matt Ryan 5 times. They've got a good defense. Now, Tennessee struggles against the run. The Bills have Frank Gore. I think we're going to see a lot of runs in this game. I kind of like the under. It's a tough number, 38.5. I like the under in that game, and I'll even take the Bills +3. I think the Bills are legit. They're unfortunately stuck in the AFC East behind New England, but I'll take the Bills plus the 3 and a very low scoring 38.5 under in that game. Game number 4, the Sunday night delight. It's the Colts and the Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs are 4-0, but they're 2-2 against the spread. They haven't covered the last 2 games. Indy, they pulled a stinker against the Raiders at home, in the dome. But for the Chiefs, it's the usual story for them. Points, points, points. They scored 34 points last week against the Lions, and Pat Mahomes didn't throw a touchdown. Is that amazing? Well, the Chiefs also have an amazing stat. They have scored 25 or more points in a game 26 consecutive times. That is an NFL record, and it's going to be extended again. It's going to be 27. Points, points, points. The Colts are getting 11 points. I'm still not sure, or the jury's still out on what the Chiefs can do in terms of covering, okay? They couldn't cover against the Ravens. They couldn't cover against the Lions. 11 points against the Colts. I'm going to stay away from that, but I will take the over. Over 56. Shoot, with the Chiefs, you might get that at halftime. Colts, Chiefs, over 56 points. And the Monday night game, it's the Browns and the 49ers. Now, the Browns were on Sports Illustrated, so we knew this is going to be a lost season for them. They're 2-2 at undefeated San Francisco. By the way, talk about under the radar. Of course, the Niners had the bye week last week in week 4. They're back here for week 5. They're 3-0, and they have been an offensive juggernaut. And Jimmy Garoppolo at home, he's been golden. He's 4-0 in his career as a 49er starting quarterback at home, okay? And as a starter altogether, his whole career back with the Patriots days, he's 11-2. The guy wins when he starts. And the Niners also, not only can they go through the air, they can go on the ground. They average 175 yards per game on the ground. So they can get you, remember, a good running game sets up a good offense. Now, Nick Chubb and the Browns busted out last week, 3 touchdowns against the Ravens, $165 on the ground. I still don't believe the Browns. I hate betting on them. They always seem to disappoint. I will take the 49ers at home with that great Jimmy Garoppolo numbers as a starting quarterback. I'll take the Niners -3.5. San Francisco -3.5 Monday night at home against the Cleveland Browns. And remember, all you can get is from Win With Sports. WinWithSports.com. They will take care of you. The Twitter, WinWithSports1. Hit them up, 866-258-7060. Don't forget, a brand new JRod and the Boss Lady premieres on Sunday. We were at Cerrusi's. Oh, we were eating so good in there out there. My boy Big O, shout out to him. It was his birthday last week. Boss Lady, we love you. She's always a big fan of this stuff. WinWithSports.com. That's what you got to hit them up. Spanish word of the days on Wednesdays. We got plenty for you. Please subscribe. Hit us up. We're on YouTube. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcasts. You can always find us. It's a winner right here on JRod and the Boss Lady.